The question that has been left for you is, what experiment can you propose whose outcome could completely contradict your current beliefs?
Oh, man. An experiment that I could run. If I take my current beliefs as one of the big things that we talked about is markets being efficient and it being quite hard to outperform the market. The best experiment that we can run is trying to beat it.
But people have done that,
but it's being run all the time.
Isn't there a story in The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel where, was it Warren Buffett bet someone?
Yeah, Warren Buffett bet Ted Seides, who we've actually had on our podcast. He bet him that his index fund portfolio, which I believe was just the S&P 500, could outperform any hedge fund portfolio that Ted picked. And they had a specific timeline.
It was 10 years, wasn't it? Or something?
Yeah, and then they were going to donate an amount of money at the end of the period. And Ted lost the bet. Warren won. But that was one of those instances where the world kind of got to see, hey, this index fund thing, Buffett has been a big advocate for index funds. But that was a big example where I think a lot of people were exposed to that idea.
Thank you for doing what you do, because finance is such an important part of our life. And I think a huge percentage of the population, for whatever reason, choose to avoid the subject altogether because it causes a little bit of anxiety. But also we just don't get taught about finance in school, which I think is a great shame. And in my case, it wasn't until I destroyed my credit rating, my credit score, that I started to figure out what finance was. And by then, kind of like brushing your teeth, I'd done a lot of damage. And so since then, from doing this podcast and speaking to smart people like you that are good at demystifying complex things, but also in your case that use academic research as the basis for the claims they're making, it has helped to turn the lights on for me. And in this domain, I think control, or understanding and information, is power. Really, knowledge is power. And a lot of people are disempowered because they don't have the knowledge, and they're on that sort of roller coaster of their life circumstance, and they don't feel like they have control, especially considering that the world feels so uncertain right now. So thank you for doing what you do, Ben. Really, really appreciate it, and I hope to speak to you again sometime soon.